Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. So in this video, backed by popular demand, I am going to be doing an update on Quantstamp, and this update is going to be very brief. I will be doing a second part to this where I go through their white paper, which I don't think is that relevant, and I will explain why, but I'm going to do it anyways. Now, I've had a number of different comments since I put out my Quantstamp video about Quantstamp as a project and an investment. And I'm going to go over my main investment thesis, and it's going to be very simple. Okay, it's not going to be very complex with a lot of different factors involved in it. It's going to be very simple, and I'm going to lay out why I believe what I believe about Quantstamp. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research and make your own decisions. I should also say that I don't currently own any Quantstamp. When I ran across the information that I did, I looked at the different apps and I was like, okay, there's no easy way for me to go about making this investment, especially considering I am still waiting on a new wallet. And so I really put it out there for, hey guys, like I don't know if it's easier for you to look into this than it is for me, but I wanted to put this out there so it was on your radar. It was more of something along the lines of, when I find out something new, I share it with my viewers, even if I can't make the investment right there at that point in time, even if I'm dead broke and I can't, purchase it at that point in time, maybe somebody else can, maybe they can benefit from the information. And so that's why I put that out there. But I've had some comments about it, and I looked at some of the other YouTube videos, and they're missing really the most important part of this entire picture, which I'm going to be going over in this video. And it also relates to something that's on the front of the screen right now that I want to go over because I think people have a genuine misunderstanding of how the world works. And so I'm going to break it down in this video. So this is from their website. Okay, this is a article, and you can look this article up on your own. I will actually link it in the description section. It's called Shaping the Future of Technology Governance, Blockchain and Digital Assets, and this is the organization that put this out. Now, they have been promoting cryptocurrency for quite some time, putting out regular articles about cryptocurrency. I'm not saying I'm a fan of this organization. I'm not saying I like the fact that they're doing this. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that that's the facts. Okay, so this video on here is actually pretty interesting, and it gives the big picture, I would say, overview of the future of blockchain tech and digital assets. Again, I'm going to stop repeating myself when I say this because I think that all my viewers get this at this point. I'm not talking about, ideological, any type of ideological things here. Okay, I'm simply looking at who's in charge, who makes the decisions, where the money is going, and acting accordingly. Okay. So if people don't want to invest in certain things or don't like certain things because they have ideological issues with them, that is perfectly fine. And I 100% respect that. Okay. So this is from their website. This is from their article. Okay. If you go to the bottom of it, you see partners. And I've been over this in a previous video, but it's worth repeating. Okay. As you can see, Aave, Accenture, Algorand, Chainlink, Consensus, Citigroup, Deloitte, major players, not just in blockchain, but then also just in traditional financial services. I highlighted all of them right here. This is the next page. IBM, JP Morgan Chase, Microsoft, Morgan Stanley. Okay. That's the type of people those are the type of corporations that are partnered for this big blockchain project and the new future of the internet and technology. These are the different companies that they are working with. And as you can see, Quantstamp is right here. Now, if I was going to invest in Quantstamp, and at some point I am, when I can figure out, when I can get my new wallet set up, and so I can, do the different transactions that I need to do and access whichever DEX I need to access to be able to make this happen. As you can see right here, it says Quantstamp. Now, some people might dismiss this as just a minor detail, okay? And I don't get that, okay? I don't understand that as a general, like, I don't understand your people's view of the world if you dismiss something like this because some YouTuber put out, is Quantstamp a scam and this and that and the other, and other people have pushed this out. Did these people know that this partnership is in place, that this particular cryptocurrency blockchain based company is partnered with the richest, most powerful people in the world who run the world and who make all the decisions for the world? Did they understand that? I don't know. If they don't understand that, I would unsubscribe. right? Because if they can't do basic research and do a couple Google searches and find out that this is the case, then they just don't know what they're talking about. Okay. And if they do understand that this partnership is in place and they dismiss this because they don't like certain things, that's perfectly fine. And I'm not saying that this definitively means that Quantstamp is going to go to the clouds. What I'm saying is look at the other names that you're seeing here: Visa, Stellar, Ripple, IBM, JP Morgan, Microsoft, Morgan Stanley. Okay. So if let me get back to this. So the individual had several different objections, and he said things like they have to update their white paper, that they don't require their token as a form of payment for services. They have to listen to the community if they want to go, up, they have to listen to us with our, with our different issues that we have. No, they don't. No, they don't. You have a misunderstanding on how the world works. That's really what it is, right? The idea that a company like this would pander to normal everyday plebs when they have this particular organization backing them and official partners of them promoting them and probably making it mandatory that these other blockchains have to use them in some shape, form, or fashion to do auditing and security services. Okay, so they don't have to listen to anybody other than the people that are in charge, which is not us, which is not you. Okay, and if normal people don't like it and don't want to invest, that's fine, right? This is the whole thing. If all normal people today sold all their Stellar, sold all their XRP, sold all their Algorand, you want to know what would happen? Big picture, nothing, absolutely nothing, right? Because once the institutional support is there, and if the institutions decide this is what we're going to use, then it's going to the clouds. And it doesn't matter if normal people invest in it or not, period. End of story, done, full stop. Okay. So I'm not saying that because of this, that this makes it a certainty that this is going into another universe. I'm not saying that, right? There's no such thing as certainties. You can only look at all the different variables involved and say, because of the body of work here, the partnerships, the endorsements, the adoption, because of this has, in my opinion, a stronger likelihood of going above and beyond than something else who doesn't check all of these little boxes. Okay. So that's all I'm saying. If and when I do put my position down on Quantstamp, it will be because of this, period. It's not going to be because of something that's in their white paper. It's not going to be because of anything else. It's going to be because the richest, most powerful people in the world who make decisions for everybody else, whether you like it or not. I don't like it, okay? But it is what it is. And I'm a realist, so I just accept that this is what it is and act accordingly and try to make decisions that are going to be beneficial for myself and the people around me. And that's it. Because if we were to all stop investing in the different blockchains and the cryptocurrencies that are backed by the people in charge, let's just say that we were to all pull back and take all of our money out. It doesn't matter, because when you take the total sum of retail funds and you compare that to the total sum of institutional funds, it's a drop in the ocean. So it doesn't matter, period. So they don't have to update their white paper. They don't have to listen to the community. They don't have to give two shits what any normal person thinks or says on YouTube. They don't care. I'm not going to say they don't care. I'm not going to speak for them, actually. I'm just saying they don't have to do that. Okay. Right. Because this right here means more than any of that. Now, could they, in theory, still go to, and I'm not saying they provide bad services. I'm not saying anything like that. Right. I think that there's a general misconception with a lot of people about how the world works, or they just don't understand that this is one of their official partnerships. And if they don't understand this is one of their official partnerships, then that's on them, period. I mean, seriously, right? That's the biggest part. That's not like just one of multiple different factors. This is the biggest part to that whole picture. All right. And again, when I put my position down, it will be because of this. So I want all my viewers to understand that when and if when I put my position down on Quantstamp, this is going to be the reason. This is what I am betting on. Okay. I'm betting on the richest, most powerful people in the world. Call me crazy, Call me a crazy person for thinking that because the richest, most powerful people in the world are backing something, then it's going to probably go to the clouds. Call me crazy for thinking that. And you know what? Let's say it does go to zero. Speaking hypothetically, let's say QSP goes to zero. I still think sitting here today that making the bet that they're going to go very, very high and it's going to be a good investment over time because of this partnership is still a sound, smart decision, although this is not financial advice. So even if it were to go to zero at some point in time, looking back and saying, I was betting on the richest, most powerful people in the world in that partnership, in my opinion, is still a logical, sensible, and smart decision, period. And if you don't think that, that's perfectly fine. That's your decision, right? But I will do another video going over all the white paper and the tokenomics and everything like that. But I just wanted to elaborate on this and go over, because I'm not investing in them, or I'm not going to invest in them because I didn't do a video on them because of their white paper, because of their tokenomics, because of anything like that. Okay. I did one looking at their market cap. Okay. Looking at their partnerships and the different companies that already use them and have used them, and the different countries that use them, the large corporations, right? Mitsubishi, Toyota, and this being the main driving factor as to why I did that video and said that I believe they have so much upside. And since then, they've gone up probably 50% since I originally came out with that. So, you know, and again, they could go to zero. But if they do, it's sitting here today. This is still the most, a sensible, logical decision. And if it doesn't pan out, it doesn't pan out. But if you're going to bet on somebody, betting on the richest, most powerful people in the world is, in my opinion, um, a good decision, even though this is not financial advice. I'm talking about for me specifically, okay? That's all I have for this video. I just had to put this out there. I will do an update video in the next week or so. I have a lot of things going on. I have a lot of other videos that I want to make, but I wanted to address this and I wanted to put this out there. And again, last time, I'm sorry to be repetitive. When I bet on them, I'm betting on this, period. There's other things too, but this is the biggest factor involved in my decision. So, and this is the biggest factor involved in why I put the video out. So that's all I have for this video. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. I will see you in the next video. I'll probably put something out later today or either early tomorrow. Take care. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next one.